Good evening. My name is Mike Schultz, or Mr. Schultz. I am your child's civics teacher. Um, I could call it the course the full official name, but it's so long and confusing. We're just going to call it civics and basically economics. All right, so I just want to take a couple minutes of your time and talk to you a little bit about what this course is, get you comfortable with how to use Canvas so that if you were trying to help your child stay caught up or get themselves on track, you can kind of know how to get this information and feel like you can, you feel empowered to help if you need to. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what this course is. So this is MYP IB Civics. Essentially, what that means is we are trying to prepare them for the next step. And so for many of them, they will decide to continue with the IB program, or they might even decide to go to AP courses, or they might go to honors. Either way, there's going to be a continuation of higher level thinking, higher level schooling in the coming years. So my goal here, my hope is that I can do it my small part in getting them ready for those courses. So what does that mean? It means we're kind of shifting away from your traditional worksheets and your traditional fill in the blank and multiple choice. We want to focus on academic writing and higher order thinking. So up to this point, your students have been asked to do a lot of things that have been about writing, processing, translating, analyzing text. All of those things are incredibly valuable skills as they get into AP and IB courses later. So if the work they're getting seems confusing or they seem frustrated, that's not the goal, but it is designed to push them. And so the hope is that they would ask for help. So in terms of how class has been set up, for the most part, I've been trying to adhere to the 75-minute window, especially as of late. But the idea is that they will come to class. Live class will be some type of like instruction or information that they need. And then I tend to try to build in work time into the class. What does that mean? So in a traditional classroom setting, they might be doing individual work or small group work. Instead, that's a little bit harder to do. And I would be normally in a classroom rotating around the room, looking over shoulders, asking questions, answering questions, and all those things. That's hard to do. And I also understand that this is a very strange way of learning with this online coursework. So what I've been doing is giving them an assignment or classwork and then setting aside time for them to work on it while we're in that 75-minute window. And I will be there online in class with them. Students can ask me questions. They can either unmute themselves. They can put it in the public chat. They can send me private messages. Sometimes they send me remind messages. But the idea is that I want to be available while they're doing the work so that if they do have a question, they can get help and not feel lost and frustrated. So that has been typically how I've been trying to run the class. All right. Now, in terms of the platform we're using, hopefully what you're seeing in front of you is Canvas. Canvas is essentially the online learning platform where they will do all of their work, including live classes. So if your child has been going to Zoom, which has happened a few occasions, we haven't really been using Zoom. I personally have been using Zoom for about a month. I prefer to kind of do, and I think it's better to do one-stop shopping, having everything in one spot. But this is, if you were to come to the Canvas course, this is what you would see. This is slightly different because I am in my version of it, not the student version. So a couple things. I have reached out to some of you already, and if I haven't and you have questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I'll add my email address here so you have it. It's also available on the school website. But one of the things that great tools in order to keep you informed about what's going on is Remind. So I can add you if you don't know how to do this to the Remind classroom, and that way any message I send to them, you would get as well. All right, and the hope is that by having that information, it empowers you to keep them on task. Again, this is a very strange world, and some of these things they'd be doing in class, but now that they're doing it at home, it's really a lot on them, and I understand that can be really challenging. All right, so if you're interested in joining, check your child's schedule, figure out which section, and then you would text 81010, and they'll ask you for a code, and you would provide this. And I can update the page as well on Canvas to make sure you know how to do this. All right, so that's the best way of communication. All right, so the other really important thing we want to understand is how is the classroom set up? All right, so you will see a long list of things on the side. Mine's a little longer than what you would normally see, but the thing you want to click on is modules. All right, so what modules is essentially is where all the work is stored so that students can easily find it. And if you start noticing it, I've broken into each module as essentially a unit. And what we've basically done is set it up where we're in Unit 1, Intro to Citizenship and American Values, and you'll start to notice I have Day 2, Homework Day 2, Day 3, day 3 homework. And so I've tried very hard to make this as seamless and as simple to use as possible, where everything is in order. There shouldn't be any confusion. At this point, from what I can tell, the students understand how to use this properly. They're not confused of where to find things. I think things are clearly labeled. But again, if there is confusion, I just need to know and we can talk and we can work it through. But this would give you the ability to know exactly where we are. So I'm not adding days ahead of where we are. So if you see day 10, that is the last thing we did or the thing we're currently doing. So you don't have to worry about, wait, are we on day 8 or 9? No, whatever you see at the bottom is going to be the topic we're covering. And this is just, again, a way for you to kind of feel like you can access and empower yourself and your child at home to be successful. Well, that's all I really want to show you and talk about. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely manner. But with all this online instruction, it has become a lot more emails and a lot more messages than it used to be. So it may take me longer than traditionally. All right. Have a good evening and thank you for coming.